Hello, my lovely people. I am sitting in my old room right now, in my childhood home, my parents' house, as I'm visiting my hometown. And I was going through my stuff and I discovered lots of jewelry that I've made when I was very young, much younger. And I've made that jewelry as a hobby, just for myself, and way before I even started thinking about becoming a jeweler and a silversmith. And I thought it was just so interesting to see all of those designs and compare them with the jewelry that I make today, to see how it compares. And I thought it might be something interesting for you to see too, so let me show them to you. I will do my best to go chronologically. I tried to locate the pieces that I know that are the oldest, but honestly it doesn't really matter. This is just for fun. I think my oldest pair of earrings that I have left is this pair of just simple beaded earrings, and the story behind them is that I was gonna go on a little day hiking trip with my parents. It was either Saturday or Sunday, and I was so determined to finish these. I was so fixated that I will be wearing them. I think I was around 13 at that time, that I will be wearing those earrings on that hiking trip, that I stayed so late at night trying to finish those. That's why it's a core memory for me now, because whenever I see those earrings, I just see that entire trip. It's a package now. So I'm actually very thankful to myself back then for the determination and for finishing them, because I was wearing them, I felt beautiful and I was very proud, and now I have that memory. This beaded necklace was one of my staples back then. Sadly, it is broken. It should be 3 layers. And obviously it's a bit wonky now. It looked better back then, trust me. But I also made it around when I was 13 or 14. And I wore this necklace all the time, all the way through high school. I just loved it so much. And I think that this necklace was like a base to other layered necklaces that I started making later on. But this was one of my favorites. And what's interesting is that this was one of the maybe only couple of red necklaces that I, like orange and red necklaces that I ever made, because I actually hate that color. I have no idea why I made that color. It doesn't make sense. I don't like it. But this I was wearing all the time for some reason. You never know. And the jewelry I also wore all the time were those very simple beaded necklaces, but not only. You could wrap it around your wrist and wear it as a bracelet. Oh, well, my hands are bigger now. It won't fit. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. So yeah, I would wear it on my wrist like that, or just wrap it around my neck a couple of times and wear it as a necklace. I really liked those. They were just so simple, but very fun to wear with many outfits. I really liked making jewelry with fake pearls because they were cheap and also they look really nice. So this is one of the pairs I made, just very simple chain, and attached to it are little pearls. Nothing complicated. I think I actually did it with a fishing string. I'm missing the word. I don't remember how it's called, but like a fishing string. That was something I've used for making jewelry actually. I wasn't using wires back then. I was also upcycling jewelry. So for example here, I've reused this part of an older earring and I just created the rest using the beads that I wanted and color combination that I wanted. The other earring is broken, unfortunately. This is one of the oldest ones too. I was probably around 14 when I made that. Around 15, 16, so slowly going into high school, I've made this pair of earrings and I was extremely proud of them. I still am, because they're good. I've only used wire outside, but the inside is also made with that fishing wire. I think it's called fishing wire, but it's elastic, so it doesn't make sense that it's wire. Like for me. Anyway, that's what I've used for the inside. And just simple beads, fake pearls, and I was wearing those all the time. I was also manifesting my love for music with those earrings. Oh, my dad has drilled through those little cubes, playing cubes, and I was wearing them as earrings too. And one of my absolute favorite pairs, because I was a hippie slash goth slash new romantic slash everything combined together, were those earrings. Like a very nice hippie. And I remember I was wearing those constantly. Together with those, I've made this as a pendant. But I think I probably stuck it onto my jeans, but that was like a little set. I loved making pearl jewelry, so I was just using simple wire, not silver, nothing like that, and making earrings with fake pearls like these. And I still really like them a lot. Oh, that was the first time I've made that necklace. It was quite heavy, because it's made with clay and paint to finish them, and probably some varnish. I think I've just used nail polish, to be honest, to finish them. But yeah, I've made those in high school, and then I've used this as a guide when I was making more necklaces, when I already had my Etsy shop. Speaking of pearls, also just a little classic string of pearls that I'm very happy that I found, because I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna wear it now. I love it. Yeah, it's very simple, but it looks really nice. Oh, and with clay, I've also made those earrings, and I was wearing them all the time. They are quite heavy, so it was a little bit uncomfortable because they are also made with clay, but they just went with everything so well. And it's one of my favorite colors. And I remember my sister would wear them a lot too. So yeah, it was like our staple back then. Oh, and this pair, it's just some chains, and I've attached sequins? Never know how to say that. In Polish, you actually say cekiny. But they were very pretty and shiny. And I think I also was very determined to finish those for one of like birthday parties I was invited to, because I know I was wearing those, and those specifically. They were made for the like a purplish outfit that I was wearing, like a top or something. So I remember I was very particular about the jewelry I was wearing, and it's very weird, but in high school I remember exactly how many times I went to school without any jewelry, and I believe it was like 5 times throughout whole high school. So I almost treated it as a religion. Oh, and oh yes, that was another staple of mine. I would wear those a lot, and I would also lose them a lot because they were very light, and because of my long hair they would catch on to my hair and then just fall off. So I was losing them all the time, trying to find them, also asking teachers to let me go out and search for them. But I really liked them. I think they're very pretty. And another pair that sadly I don't have here, because that pair actually like gets old. Yeah, I was making earrings with just slices of lemon. It was something I really liked to wear. It looked really nice. It was just brightening the whole look and outfit. So I would be slicing the lemon, drying it off, and just attaching it onto hooks and just wearing it like that. I really enjoyed that. Now I'm around 20, going to study, and I started making more earrings like that original pair because I really liked them. So I wanted to make some more. And these are the earrings that I've made as a second pair. But for some reason, I wasn't wearing those as much as the old one. Probably because I've preferred that all black look, and also that it was round. I don't know. But I've also made a couple of those large earrings. Again, red. Never wore these. I just hate that color. I guess I wanted to use the beads that I had. But yeah, I've made those earrings and they are quite interesting. Very light. They are pretty. It's just, I really don't like this color. Do I even look good in red? I don't think so. I don't think it complements my skin. But similar to that, so like a very similar design, I've made these. And they were supposed to look like spider webs. And I'm very happy with those. I don't remember if I wore them a lot because I don't remember wearing them. I've also started making something like this, whatever that is. Well, oh dear. I think it was supposed to be like a wrap bracelet, like you would wrap it around your wrist because it makes the most sense. I don't think that was belt. It doesn't make sense as a necklace. So I think it was a bracelet that you're supposed to wrap around your wrist. And I think because of how much I have left of the string over here, I don't think I finished it. But again, I don't really remember what I was trying to do with this. And last stage is when I was around 25, I think. We are now living in Glasgow and I started making beaded jewelry for Etsy. So like beaded bracelets. Oh, I'll show you. Oh, okay. So yeah, something like this, you know, simple bracelets. And I was mostly making couples bracelets. But before I did, I also started making these necklaces. So they were based on this original green necklace that I made in high school. So I bought some clay and I bought some wooden beads. I was using those ribbons. I wanted to go for like a folk type of look and I really like it. I've made a few, I think I sold a few. I have a couple of those left. Yeah, I really like those, but I don't know, for some reason I didn't feel like I wanted to continue making them because they were so time consuming, extremely, and I didn't think that people would want to pay a lot for those. If I wanted to price them for people to be able to purchase those, the price wouldn't justify the amount of work and effort that went into those. But I had fun nonetheless. And I was also experimenting with more beaded earrings, like these, for example, which I actually really like. I might actually wear them again. But they aren't made with silver. They are just made with metal components from like a bead shop that I found. I also have a couple more over here. Oh, I wore these a lot, actually. They were made with wooden beads and just little cone charms. They were quite fun. I was also experimenting with more complicated bracelet designs. So this is one of them. Quite large and heavy and statement. I mean, it's not too bad. I like it. But yeah, it's quite large and heavy. So that was one of the bracelets that I was experimenting with. Oh, also in like a folky style, I was also making wooden earrings like these. I've decorated those wooden pieces with a tissue or a napkin, something like this. I think it was a napkin with a pattern like that, like a folky pattern, and I've made those earrings. I actually really like them. There were a few pieces that I made in this style. It was quite fun. So that's everything. I was looking for more pieces because I felt like there were more jewelry that I've made when I was growing up. But I think that it just didn't survive because, like I said, I was wearing jewelry all the time. And I know a few pieces just fell apart because obviously they weren't made with proper materials, with silver. They just fell apart. If you haven't seen my jewelry before or you don't remember, here are the examples. So this is how my jewelry compares the pieces that I've made in the past and the pieces that I've made recently, or like in a couple of last years. I think I've progressed a lot. I am very happy with the work that I do now, and I can see a lot of room for improvement and growth. So I am very happy to see what I make in the next couple decades, I guess, and compare it with what I do now, and also look back again at the very, very first pieces that I've ever what was that? The very first pieces that I've ever made. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!